Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Have a seat, please.
Thank you.
My name, you must be Rosa, right?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
Rosa.
Have you been waiting long?
No.
Okay. My name is Wasim Amsal.
Yes, sir.
I am the front office manager at Telephone International Hotel. I'll also be your trainer for today.
Okay.
Okay. Have you had any experience though in front office and handling maybe telephone calls? with guests?
No. It's my first time
Your
working
first
in
time.
front
Oh,
office
okay.
department.
What experience did you have though before this?
Before this, I worked in a housekeeping department
Oh, okay.
in traders.
Oh, fantastic. Do you
Yeah.
know Mr. Agi?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, nice. He's actually an old colleague of mine.
Oh,
who left
okay.
Taylor's.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay. Let's begin today's training though.
Oh, okay, yes.
So this is the lesson plan.
Okay, thank you.
Inside it you will find all the details of today's lesson, step by step actually. I'm going to elaborate on everything though. Don't worry about it. Alright. So today's training will basically be 15 to 20 minutes long. It's a very quick training session. I will be teaching you how the proper phone etiquette, how to handle like guest requests, how to answer the phone, how to transfer calls, and so and so. Okay. The most important thing is at the end of this training session, you will be able to know how to properly handle the incoming phone call.
Okay.
And most importantly, you will know the standard operating procedures that Outel uses
Okay.
to run. Okay. So the equipment you will need for today's training session is a telephone, notepad, and pen. Okay,
Okay.
so pretty basic.
Yeah.
Alright, so the most important thing though, before I begin, is you have to understand the telephone is a two-way receptor. So everything you do on one end is heard on the other end. Alright? So that means, strictly speaking, when you answer a phone call, never have food in your mouth, anything in your mouth. You don't want them to hear you chewing anything, because that's very, very rude. Okay. I think the second most, actually it's probably the most important thing here, is to speak very clearly.
Okay.
Okay, so sometimes when you answer a phone call, you're nervous and you might rush things. You don't want to do that. So always take a deep breath, answer the phone call right now. Okay.
Yes,
So use the right volume also. So you don't want to be yelling into the phone. You don't want your guest to be like, oh my god, you're yelling at me, okay? So you want to use the right volume that's not too high, not too low, and clear. And use professional English where necessary. Because you might have guests who will call you in a foreign language. So then you'll have to switch or translate out. Okay, so when you do answer a phone call, the first thing you do is greet your guest. Okay? So you will greet them, and then you will thank them for calling you, and then you will ask them how may I assist you. So when your phone rings, this is the basic way it goes. Okay? Thank you for calling Taylor's International Hotel. My name is Wasim. How may I assist you? Okay? Very clear, very easy. It's going to be your mantra now, yeah?
Okay.
First thing you're going to say every time a phone call comes in. And then you're going to inquire about the guest room number or what he's calling from in case he's calling from outside. Okay? Write it all down, make sure, because you don't want any miscommunication on this part, right?
So room number or we
reason
have
for
to obtain if he is an in-house guest or
Oh
not,
no,
right?
yes, that's one of the main things to do. But usually if he's an in-house guest, the telephone will give you the room number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's one of these things. So you can easily judge if it's going to be an incoming call from in-house or outside.
Okay.
Then you will always have a guest request pad on hand. So when you greet the guest and get the room number and whatnot, you can always put down the guest request notes on the pad then and there.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing you actually come across will be how to put the guest on hold. Okay. So there is going to be a lot of situations where you will not be able to get the guest request then and there. You won't be able to do it then and there. For example, if he calls and requests for me, and I am not at the desk. So you probably have to put him on hold until you can find me or you can, get the required information. So when you're doing that, the most important thing you can do before you put a guest on hold is to get his permission. So you'll be like, okay sir, may I put you on hold please? And then you wait for his reply and then you put him. And another thing you gotta remember is before you do this, you gotta explain to the guest why you're gonna put them on hold. Because it's no point you getting a phone call and you be like, oh, let me put you on hold please, and then just cut the line. Just put him on hold.
Yeah, it's rude.
Because you need to tell him why.
Okay.
So you're gonna be like, excuse me sir, Mr. Wasim isn't at his desk. May I put you on hold until I can connect you through?
Okay.
And then wait for his answer. Then yes, alright sir, let me put you on hold. Hold, that's it. Okay? Very, very basic. The next thing you probably have to do after that is transfer a call. Okay, so when you transfer a call, you have to be very, very familiar with the extension numbers. And there are quite a few of that, so it's not easy as a bouquet. But easy thing there is most desks with a telephone will have a card there with all the extension numbers. So you know your front office manager, your housekeeping department, your security, everything just there.
Okay.
So when you put them on hold, you have to explain to the guest again. Okay, so I'm going to put you on hold and transfer you to which department or to which gentleman exactly. Okay. So and then you tell them you're going to transfer them. You're going to transfer them, put them on hold. Then you call whoever. Like for example, you want to transfer a call to me. So you call say Mr. Wasim. I have a guest on room 305. He wants to talk to you. May I transfer the call in? I'll be like, yes, of course, Rosie, you can transfer it. So you put me on hold, and you transfer the phone.
Okay.
All right, very easy. Then you have wake up call requests. Okay, this is another thing as a front office associate you will come across a lot. You'll have to understand that for some reason guests appreciate it when we call them to wake them up instead of their phones ringing. I know. So when you get a phone call from a room requesting for a wake up call, these are the most important steps you need to follow. Write down it in the wake up call list. Okay, so there is a book by the concierge desk and the front office desk that handles wake up call. All right. So you write it up in that form with the room number, the guest name, the time he wants to be woken up, and do not forget to ask for like an alternative time too, just in case, because you know no one likes to be woken up at 5 a.m. and no one's gonna get out of the bed directly at 5 a.m. unless you're one of those really motivated individuals. So best ask them. So if they ask for a 5 a.m. wake up call, so could I call you maybe at 2 alternative times too? So 5, 5:10, 5:15 maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so just write it down on the log, and then once you finish with your guest, cut the line and update it on the system. Update the system. Because then because you might not be on duty, in the morning to make the wake up call. So any guest service associate on duty can just check the system. We'll get an alert then and there.
Okay.
He'll know what to do and what time to do.
Okay.
Alright. So how about we do maybe some role play?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Rosie. Are you ready to do
Yes.
the first session? Okay, so you're gonna use this mock telephone here.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run through the 3 basic steps, okay? We're gonna do the greeting section. Then we're going to do putting a guest on hold, and then we're going to run into transferring a call. Okay. You can use this mock telephone right here. Okay, I'm going to use my actual phone here.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to call you, and you're going to start.
Okay.
All right, let's go. You can make sound if you want.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. Thank you for calling Taylor's International Hotel. How may I assist you?
Hi, my name is Wasim. I'm calling from room 305.
Yes, Mr. Wasim.
Yes. Could I maybe speak to your front office manager?
My front office manager. Currently he is busy at the moment. May I put you on hold and what should I say?
You could just say, may I put you on hold and transfer you as soon as he's available?
Okay.
Okay.
May I put you on hold and we'll transfer you right away when he's in the office.
Yeah, when he's available in the
When
office.
he's
Yeah. Sure thing. All right. Sure thing, Rosie. Could you just transfer me?
Okay. May I put you on hold?
Sure thing.
And I press this one, right?
You press the hold button. All right. Exactly. So now you remember when you're answering phone calls, always use proper wordage.
Okay.
So always be like, thank you for calling. How may I assist you? Is there anything I can help you with? You always have to be kind of submissive.
Okay.
You want them to feel very comfortable so they can talk to you. Alright, so that's step 1. Let's get to, okay, so you've already completed the greeting section. You've already done putting the guest on hold. Now you're going to do transferring the call. So basically you're going to be calling me again. I'm the front office manager. Okay, we've got 2 rules here. So you do know the extension, I guess, for the front office?
Let me check in my notes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 0 to 3, right?
Yes, it is. Alright, that's directly to my desk actually.
So after I click this
click
button, I
hold.
just put the number in?
Actually, in our hotel, you just click the star button and then you dial the extension number and it'll connect you directly.
Okay.
Okay? So you call me.
Good evening, Mr. Wasim.
Hello, Rosie. How can I help you?
There is a guest from room number 306 who wants to talk to you. May I transfer the call to you?
Sure thing. Just putting through.
Okay. And then I click the same button.
Yeah, same button. That's it.
Okay.
And then the call transfers. You can just put the phone back on the knob and your job.
Is that okay?
Okay. So do you want to do a role play on how to handle wake up call request?
Yes, yes.
It's very basic. This is actually, yeah, over here.
Okay.
This is the wake up request form.
Okay.
So you can just fill it in as it goes. Okay, I'm going to be calling you again.
Okay.
Alright, ting ting ting.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for calling Taylor's International Hotel. This is Rosen speaking. How may I assist you?
Hi, I'd like to make a wake up call request for tomorrow morning.
Okay, may I have your room number, sir?
Yes, my room number is 306.
306 with Mr. Wasim,
Wasim,
right?
yes.
Mr. Wasim, what time would you like me to wake you up?
I'd like to be waking up at 5 a.m. please.
5 a.m.
Yes.
Maybe do you have any other alternatives time?
Actually, thank you for asking, Rosaline. I would like to be actually woken up again at 5:10 and 5:15 just in case.
5:10 and 5:15.
Yes.
Is there anything I can help you?
No, that is it actually.
Let me repeat your request.
Yes, please.
Mr. Wasim from room number 306, you
Mhm.
would like to have a morning wake-up call at
Mhm.
5 a.m.,
Yeah.
5:10 a.m., and 5:15 a.m.
Yes.
Okay, is there anything I can help you?
No, that is it.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Thank you very much. So don't ever shy away from the fact that you said thank you and how can I assist you twice. It's alright.
Okay.
It's actually very okay.
Yeah, I
Because,
was really
you know,
freaked out.
you gotta be the type that's always ready to help at all given time.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So actually that was really good.
Thank you.
And you made very little mistakes. For
Yeah.
someone, I'm not gonna lie though, for someone from housekeeping, that's an actually excellent job.
Thank
You're doing
you.
better than half the GSs I have on duty. So, okay, Rosaline, that's actually all for today's training session. Do you have any questions, maybe?
Okay, I have one question. If I transfer the call,
Yeah.
but the one in the other department didn't pick up the call.
Okay, so let me just stop it there. Okay.
Okay.
One of the first things you do before transferring the call is you make sure the person on the other line is ready to accept. However, you know, there are instances I might just say, yeah, I'm ready to accept, and something urgent comes up, I might just leave. The advantage of our hotel system is once you transfer, if no one answers on that end, it'll just simply bounce back after 8 rings.
Oh,
So the phone call will come back to you.
okay.
So make sure when you see the same number calling back again and the guest might seem slightly agitated for the fact that he was kept on hold and no one answered. So do explain to him maybe something came up and try to resolve the situation on your own, or maybe transfer it to the assistant front office manager.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Alright. So I'm going to ask you a question though.
Okay.
Okay. What's the most important thing you can do before putting a guest on hold?
Ask their permission.
Exactly.
Okay.
Never forget that, okay? Because guests hate to be like, oh, I'll put you on hold and then put you on hold. Because
Okay.
sometimes they might not actually want to stay there in a rush, in a hurry, they want to get their stuff done. So, you know, you got to put yourself in their shoes at that moment, okay? Okay, so that is it for today's training. Let me just summarize everything you've learned. Okay, so you learned number 1, the etiquette when you answer a phone call, which is basically no food, speaking very clearly, the right pitch and volume, and using professional English. Then you learned how to greet the guest, the proper verbiage you use, how may I assist you, and you know, thank you for calling. Then remember to get the room number, write down any request you have on the guest request form. Okay. Then you learned how to put a guest on hold. You remember the most important rule there is ask permission. Explain why you're putting them on hold. Okay. Number 4, you learned how to transfer a call, which is you basically know the extension numbers because I told you that they card there. You explain to the guest why you'll be transferring, and then notify whoever you're transferring to that you have someone on the line. Okay. Then you also learned how to handle a wake-up call request. Okay. You remember to write it down in the request form and also enter it in the system.
Okay.
Okay. That's actually it for today's training session.
Okay.
Okay. So remember that your next training will be Mr. Mustafa. Same place, same time tomorrow.
Okay.
Be regarding grooming standards.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you very
Rosaline.
much.